Well, today the first of several trials associated with the Boston Marathon bombing will begin in a federal courthouse. A little over a year ago, that explosion rocked the Boston Marathon finish line, killing 3 people and injuring more than 260 others. A friend and alleged accomplice of the marathon bombing suspect, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, will appear in a Boston courtroom later today. Tsarnaev's friend is accused of taking evidence, including a backpack full of fireworks, from Tsarnaev's dorm room shortly after the explosion. Prosecutors say the college friend obstructed justice and hindered the federal investigation. If convicted, the 20-year-old could face up to 25 years in prison. He has pleaded not guilty to those obstruction and conspiracy charges. Tsarnaev, the main suspect accused of carrying out the bombing, is expected to go on trial later this year. Of course, his brother was killed shortly after the attack. Over in Israel, airstrikes in Gaza have killed 2 Palestinians and injured another late last night. The Israeli military says it was carrying out the airstrikes targeted at Hamas militants suspected of firing more than 25 rockets into Israel. The victims' relatives confirmed the men did indeed belong to a militant group. The ongoing violence in Gaza has escalated since a Palestinian boy was abducted and burned alive last week. Palestinians say Israeli extremists killed the teenager in revenge for the kidnapping and killings of 3 Israeli teens in the West Bank. Israel has openly blamed the militant group Hamas for those killings. Meantime, a group of men were arrested yesterday by Israeli authorities in connection with the murder of the Arab teenager. We also have a new development in the kidnapping of the 200 schoolgirls in Nigeria. Officials now say 63 of those girls abducted by Boko Haram, another militant group, have now escaped. Their escape was confirmed by the Nigerian military over the weekend, and this development comes as Nigerian soldiers clashed with the Islamic extremists on Friday, killing some 50 insurgents. And over the weekend, Arizona Senator John McCain made a little mistake when he responded to a Hillary Clinton comment. Here it is from CBS's Face the Nation.
I respect her views. We have had disagreements on a number of issues. But I think it's my job to work with every president.
Whoop. Can McCain see the future? Well, he went ahead and prematurely placed Hillary in the White House and said the only way to fix the issues at the VA is to reach across the aisle and work together. The Republican senator quickly corrected himself, of course, and said that he would do that if Hillary becomes the president. Well, now to the airways, and there were 2 scary stories of planes coming way too close over the weekend. We start in Barcelona, Spain. You got to check out this video. An Argentinian airliner was taxiing across the runway there when a Russian jet came in for its final approach and then had to take back off or do another go-around, clearly in the wrong place at the wrong time. We don't know which plane was, but that could have been a major catastrophe. That was yesterday. Then on Thursday in Houston, near George Bush Airport, FAA authorities said an air traffic controller at that airport averted a potential mid-air collision of 2 planes. This one happened about 10 miles outside of Houston in the air. Singapore Airlines flight, a Boeing 777 and a Delta Airlines Airbus were about a half a mile horizontally and about 200 feet vertically from each other. Federal guidelines say aircraft should be separated by 3 miles, so way too close for comfort in the friendly skies.